ones because it's last vacation haul. So we're gonna see if someone turns up. So, soon 3 weeks gone, vacation is soon over. A little sad going back to the real world again, like some people say. And yeah, it's been a good time, but it took 1 week to even stress down after all the stress at work. So it feels a little depressed to know that I'm still have to go back already after 3 weeks. But at least I have some more days to enjoy, but it's probably the last live during vacation. And today I actually changed the hair color too. So it's actually blue. I was a bit tired on that blue that went over to a greenish tone, so I actually changed it. And Trevor just went away to do his car because he needs to change the caliper on one of the back wheels. So we can maybe take it for a little longer trip because my car is a little too small sometimes for a little longer distance. So he thought it was better to have that. And it's still my birthday week. I have my birthday on Saturday. And not sure if someone is here yet and want to talk or something. I don't know. But I'm sitting here in bubble, and I did find a new drink. I have 3 different tastes, and it's this one. And I really like it, and I'm right now in my drinking period too. Because as you know, I had done my gastric bypass, so I can't drink and eat at the same time, so it needs to go sometimes in between. So, is there someone here yet? No? I'm sitting all alone. Maybe I should do some do-it-yourself during the time, whatever, I don't know. But I'm not thinking of sitting here too long either. And I know that some people, at least in Sweden, still working, because it's typically working hours. And yeah. It's a bit quiet outside, so you can tell that people now don't have vacation, at least most of them. So we have to see if someone turns up. Or just sitting here and not doing anything at all. Nothing. Not sure what we're gonna talk about, especially when I don't have that many that just for the moment watching. But if you have any chance, you can always tell people I'm live if you know that they are following me. I'm very bad to tell. This time I actually told if people read that post in my community tab, because I had that one when I started to change color of my hair. So I thought that I could warn at least that it could be a live today. It's not gonna be that long, but it depends on when Trevor is back. So. Because I want us to spend some time together too, not just do all the boring stuff. So I say, if you wonder who I am, I'm Sanniz, a Swedish Eldergoth. And yeah, today is Wednesday. And I haven't even started watching the new series yet with Wednesday, so no one tell me spoilers. That I just finished watching the season 2 of Sandman. And I thought that was good. I didn't like the ending. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but if they continue with that person, I might not be interested to see season 3 in that case, because Sandman for me is the Sandman it's been. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't know which people have seen Sandman and which like Sandman and that type of things. So, and yeah. And I'm sitting in the living room for a change by my computer, but it's still through the phone because I don't use my computer that much. It's not that fancy laptop, so I don't like to use it anyway, so it's a very boring one. So what are you up to? You see someone is in there. Hello JK, I'm doing very well because it's still vacation. And Varia, hello, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing well because it's my last week at vacation. I'm not looking forward to go back to work, if I should be honest. But I'm still gonna enjoy this week, and it's my birthday week, like I said. So I have birthday on Saturday, so I'm gonna be even older. So the years are ticking. So yeah, But I felt a bit bored on the green color I had. I hadn't had that for that long, but that blue went very fast green even without washing. So that was not a really good one. And I don't really like the blue that goes in green because I'd rather see them fade in some type of blue. So if they are blue, purplish, it doesn't matter for me because at least they go in the right direction. What I'm doing in life, I'm working. I'm working on a warehouse with car parts. No, it's not emo. I'm a goth, an Eldergoth actually from the 80s. I'm an old person. But maybe my hair is a bit more colorful than maybe the most, so they maybe think that's. But I used to have synthetic dreads back in 2000, 2006. That was actually in different colors too. You think I'm like a vampire? Ghost face. Is that a plus or a minus, or is it like the ghost face from the horror movies? Then I'm not sure if that is a plus because that's a killer, and I'm not a killer. I'm a nice person, so. And yeah, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, on Friday might be a live that I'm gonna be at if I'm available. I hope so, because it's my friend Star Evans Gothic Eternity that have her usually Friday stream, but because we couldn't gather all the goths together last week, so she decided to maybe have it this Friday. So maybe it's gonna be that big group streaming with different goths, and she is the hostess. So if you haven't followed Star Evans Gothic Eternity, I can recommend that. And she wants to reach 13,000 subscribers before Halloween, so I do everything to show support to her too. So if you haven't followed her, so go and see her. Yeah, so right now I try to figure out what we're gonna do the rest of the days before vacation stops, because we have done little different things. I have put up some videos about it too, and yeah, I sure wish that we had done a little more, but it's distance and everything, and it's a little hard when you have to travel everywhere and it takes hours just one way with car, so the days goes very long. So but we've been looking at castles, we've been to a big Jurassic place with dinosaurs, and we have been to a zoo in southern Sweden because I've never been to that one. And that used to be on the TV before with different programs, so I thought it could be fun to see that for real for a change. And in the beginning I was a little bit disappointed, but that video will come up on Saturday, so I'm not gonna tell too much, but it at least went better after a while. So that was great. And we were looking forward to maybe go to a Viking place, but we now realize that it's off season, so maybe it's not gonna be that exciting because I don't have that many people that actually are like the actors there in Viking clothing and that type of thing. So we thought we should wait a bit with it. So maybe go next year instead and try to fit it in when they actually have a lot of people there. Hello, Bloody Ritual. How are you? I'm sitting here because Trevor is now away and fixing his car. He needed to change the caliper on one of the back ones. So that's gonna take a little while. So I thought, okay, I don't have that much to do. I could do it yourself, things and like that, but I did a lot yesterday, and I can't just do everything at the same time because then I don't have anything to do when it's boring time after work or something. If the weather goes bad, yesterday it was not that good weather, it was raining, but today is nice again. Hello, Victorian Vampire Graveyard. Can I not say lucky because that's gonna be very hard. And if you don't follow Victorian Graveyard, Victorian Vampire Graveyard, go and do that because Lucky is a very nice person, and also have this cat called Mr. James that is many times visible in his videos too. And yeah, I'm doing fine, Lucky. I'm doing very fine. Just tried to kill some time. I actually changed the hair color today too because I was that hair color I tried the last time didn't last that much even without washing. It started to fade even without washing, and I thought that was strange. and it started to go over to that greenish tone, and I don't like green hair. So I thought, okay, I'll take the one I have tried to save for a while because I was not sure if I can get it, but I actually found it on one place today, so I have ordered 2 new packages. So I can do new because I can't save this one because I need to throw everything that I don't use. But I think it looks great, and I do like this color, and it goes well with my makeup today too. And yeah, I'm doing fine. Well, thank you very much, Lucky. And how are you doing, Mr. James? I know that Mr. James is not well, but is this any difference from yesterday? Or is he still having some pain with the teeth or something it was? So you need to go to the vet and do this surgery. I don't think you have to be worried because they do it all the time, and I think that Mr. James gonna still know that you don't abandon him. He knows you're gonna come back because cats can feel that type of things. They have very good feelings. And yeah, for 2 days ago I actually went to a haunted museum here in town too, that the people that is called Laxton have, and they have different ghost shows too, and that they even have it here on YouTube, but I think it goes under the name Spökjakt. And that video is not coming up this weekend but the weekend after, if you're interested to see that type of things. And I did catch some strange things on my video that I didn't realize back in the real moment, because that's when I reacted on things. So what are you up to today, Lucky? And Bloody Ritual, what are you doing? And everyone else too. So I'm not unpolite, I don't ask people what they're doing, and just ask a few. And like I said, I'm drinking this drink. I don't know if you have it. This is an apple and lemon, and I have 2 other tastes that I really like. And those are perfect because they help you to open, but you can also turn it around, and then you don't get a lot of wasp or other things inside your drink. And this summer, I don't. It's been so many wasps every day in here, so it's ridiculous. And if you know me, I'm allergic to them too, so I don't want to be stung either. And when it comes to this time of year, they sting people very easily without any provocation too, so I don't want to take any risk. Ah, you're visiting your mom too, and that was nice. I've been doing some shopping too, actually. I went to a thrift shop and actually found 2 tops. And I didn't realize before I came back, because I was paying around £8 British pounds for them, so that was okay price. And when I came home, I should put them for washing and cut off the tags. I realized the one I bought that was in mesh, black mesh. I saw that one with the £8 price on, but then I realized that they have another tag on, and it was the original from that shop. It was bought from the start, and I could tell it should cost around £36 from start, so I paid 8. That's a great bargain for sure. It's not that much. We have a little bit in dollar store with Halloween stuff, so it's very boring here. I tried to go to another shopping part of here where we have a big shopping area, but none had anything there, so it's very boring over here. So it's only dollar store that have it, and they haven't got everything yet because they usually have much more. So I didn't even bother to try to film, even if they start to get up the things they have, because it's not that much yet, and I'd rather film when I have everything in, so it looks at least a little funny and gives a little more time to film too. Hello Craig, how are you? And yeah, Craig, what do you think about the new color? So yeah, so now we're sitting here thinking of what we're gonna do the last days, and yeah, it's Thursday and Saturday. I said to Trevor that we can do. I don't want to go away on Friday, especially if Star Raven should invite for that type of live stream, because then I'm gonna be very tired if we at least travel very far. So I said to him, can we try to do at least something first in Saturday in that case? On Sunday it's gonna be busy with the prepare for work week because work start next week, and I'm not looking forward to that. That I can tell. Um, I'm probably gonna have those bad work hours too, so it's not gonna be fun. But at least it pays my bills and that type of things. So are you working still, Craig, or have you finished all the shifts and that type of things? I'm not sure how long you have your workdays for, or are you on the countryside and going out with your tractor? I saw some of the shorts, so it looks very cozy. Day after day, that's nice. Have you done anything fun then? Made a friend a dress. That sounds great. I didn't know that you did clothing too. I know you're very good at making things and very creative too, so you have to take some pictures of what you're doing in that type of way too, because we have other friends here on YouTube too that is very creative when it comes to clothes, like Countess. She's making this Star Wars outfit, Queen Amidala, I think that's something like that. I know that I did inspired look by Star Wars figure, but I put the mix max and did my own version of something if I had been a character in Star Wars, no matter if it was the movies or the TV series. So I created my own thing, and this in somewhere in the old videos, and that was a collab together with Jane Wilkes that lives in Brighton, and she's an Eldergoth too. And that was really nice. I hope that I can do some collab in the future with someone more, that we can actually do something like that together, or do like a movie inspired look or whatever. Goth, yes, visually frequently. Yeah, Countess is great, and I do miss sewing too, but I don't have the room to have up all the things, because when you start a project you don't want to take it down all the time, and you don't want to carry a sewing machine up and down, up and down, and up and down, and don't really have room for it. So I wish that we could live a little different. We had a little more, that Trevor got more space for he do all those plastic models, and I do my creative stuff that is mainly do it yourself when it comes to clothing, or I do my own jewelry and that type of things. But I used to sew a lot. I did even a Gothic Lolita inspired outfit once when I was younger, and that was even with a real corset, but that took hours. And when you start those type of projects, you need to have space, you need to have table, you need everything, and you need to be able to let them be where they are and not just have to take everything off every time. Thank you very much, Weasley. Hello, Countess. We was just talking about your new project with the Amadola's dress and everything. So just mentioned because Craig just told that he is making a dress for a friend too. So I thought, okay, we have more creative friends here, and that's nice. What are you up to today, Countess? Because I guess it's a little earlier in US for now, because here it's afternoon. And I'm doing this lab because Trevor is going away to fix his car. It's a caliper that needs to be changed. So we don't get anything when it's time for MOT, but it's gonna take some months before the MOT. But you know, you don't want to have a bad caliper either when you're out driving, so he thought it was better to fix it now. So yeah, and like you, I just changed hair color again, because it was not a long time ago I put in the other blue, but it faded too fast without even washing, and it went greenish. And I don't like green. I don't like a purple that goes pink either, because I'm not a pink person either. And this one I know gonna fade in blue, even it's go more and more lighter. So I think that's the color I like, and I think it goes great with the makeup I have for the moment too. I hope you can get a nice walk. Thank you very much, Lucky, but I don't think it's gonna fit me that well yet because my hair is still growing out after all the hair loss I had after my surgery. And that will take some time, and that's why I can't have that long, because last time I went to my hairdresser, she cut off the length because it was just a few stripes hanging down that was very long, and she said, we can't do so much with your hair right now, but it's starting to get out, and that's why it can look very crazy. Or some people even thought that I had done something with it, so it was destroyed. But they don't know my hair, and they don't know how it touched. It's just that I have lots of spray to even get it to stay like it is right now. So maybe that's why it looks a little strange for some people. But my hair is very stubborn. Hello, Bev. And I don't know what you wrote. Yeah, Lucky, but that was something I knew should come, but I didn't realize how bad it should be on me. Some people don't lose that much, or maybe nothing, but I lost a lot. I lost, I should say, closer to 75% of my thickness went, and I don't have directly thick hair from start either, so that was a catastrophe for me. And it was not fun when people was writing and thought that I had done some type of chemo treatment, because I just did the surgery and that was the way my body was reacting. Yeah, I'm happy that your test with the boning also worked for you, Countess. It's always nice when you get things to work. Um, oh, thank you very much, Bloody Riddle. Yeah, hello, oh my god. Yeah, I can understand. I feel just the same sometimes, and I think it even feels more like that because 2001 I was in a very bad traffic accident, and I actually died. My boyfriend died, but I came back, and after that I had my periods when I still wanted to say, why did I came back? Because you know how life starts to be everywhere with wars and Trump and Putin, and you got the Israel-Palestine thing going on, and even inside your own country is not that good with everything. So you get that type of things, but at the same time you have your friends, even if most of them maybe nowadays are on internet, because we are spread all over the place. But I think it's nice that we at least have that, because I didn't have that during the 80s and 90s. But at least back in those days, I'd had more real friends too, so it was a little bit different. So yeah, but I think time has changed too, so people are not hanging together in the same way. So it's internet or nothing. Hello, Michelle Gal. So yeah, life is a little strange sometimes. So, but I think it's fun, and yeah, and I was thinking of what we're gonna do the last days before it's the time to go back to work. And I know that we start thinking of saving up for next year, because we talked about going back to UK, but I'm not sure if we go in just one go with everything, or if we maybe go into different periods. So, because I want to meet like Star Raven and Jane Wilkes and little other people, even my friends in Wales I want to meet. Maybe Lucky want to come if we meet Star Raven, for an example, and that type of things. I don't know, because I don't even know when we're going over. Plus we have Trevor's mom, if she's still alive, of course, because she started getting old and have her health issues too. So it's a lot of things going on, but it's a big distance there too, because Trevor is from northwest, from Lancaster area, I think you call it. So it's a bit above Blackpool. So we need to plan so we have money enough and everything. So I hope next year gonna be a little more funnier when it comes to the vacation time. We're in UK. I'm not 100% sure where Suffolk is, and Trevor is not home, so he couldn't tell me. But I was thinking if we go to like Star Raven and that area with Jane Wilkes and that, if I can meet up there, so it's closer to Brighton, and Trevor was looking at the different things. So if we only go for that type of things at that time, then Gatwick, London Gatwick should be a good airport for us to fly because they have direct flight there from here. And we should probably go to a town that is very close to that and not far away from Brighton either. So, and when we go meet up his mom, that is about Blackpool. So I'm not sure how far away you are. Mm. Yeah, I should want to go to the Gothic weekend in Whitby. I've been to Whitby twice, but never during the Gothic weekend. But it's a very nice place, and I loved everything without it. The going there, up to the Abbey, the graveyard. But I didn't like the 199 steps, if you know what I mean. At least if you're gonna use high heels, the 199 steps is not that brilliant. But you got a wonderful view, and you can really see in your imagination what Bram Stoker was thinking when he did his Dracula writing there. So I can get it. Yeah, I would love to meet you too, Lucky, because I know that Storm said you are a very nice person, and I feel you are a very nice person too, and you should get a big hug too. Under 2 hours from you. Yeah, because I don't want to tell people that they need to go to a certain space. So that's why I say when we come closer in time, we can start to check out what's most easiest. Because I have friends in Wales too, and last time we went over, we went to Wales too, but we met them in Cardiff that time because that was easiest for everyone. And I thought that was nice too. So that's something we have to plan and look what's most suitable because not everyone have a car, or I don't know how it works with buses and trains and that type of thing. So, and I knew that train can be a little hard because it was hard for us to get away from Manchester up to north to because there was so much cancelled or delayed and that type of things. Yeah, they are very far apart, but I was thinking that mainly if we go in maybe in one big step or it come in two different things because Trevor's mom is living above Blackpool, and that's why I mentioned Blackpool in that case. Sorry to hear that, Weasley. I hope that you don't that you can start being more yourself. We should be able to be ourselves. I can't understand why people need to have something to say about it because as long as you don't harm anyone else, so it can't hurt them if you look your way or like your things. As long as you don't do anything illegal, and it's not illegal to be alternative either. So. Yeah, I hope so too, Countess. And it might be a little more harder to meeting you because you're from US, so I don't know which is easiest. But right now, I shouldn't go. I shouldn't be let in the US either, I guess, because if they're gonna start checking out everything, so they know what I think about Trump and everything like that, and my postings, so I should be thrown out even before I even entered US. So, hello, Marisa. How are you? How are Stockholm? Here is sunny. Mm. So yeah. Oi. Ah, hope you have a nice meeting then, Marisa. But it's nice for you to stop by and say hi at least because you are one of the really nice ones, and I know you live in Sweden too. So maybe one day it's easier for us to meet at least. We don't know. Never say never. And yeah. But I hope that next year at least gonna be a much better vacation because we talked about it and we didn't go that far this year, but we did some adventure too, and that was nice too. Even if I was hoping for a little more, but it's a little hard because you need to travel or book time and they're not open, and then it starts to be low season because people are back to work and that type of thing. So it's not that fun. So that was why we now decided today that we put the Viking place in southern Sweden to next year possible. Maybe go with that when they have a little more high season when there's people there that is actually dressed and do this live acting at the same time, so you can see how it should be. Ah, going to Greece. I hope you take a lot of SPF with you then, Marisa, because it's very hot over in Greece. Yeah, I would like to meet the most people too, because everyone seems so nice too, and I think we have built up this friendship on YouTube too. So it's very nice with all the Goths and even the other people that can be together without having this negative attitude all the time and try to tell people they can't be who they are or whatever. Because I don't really understand this thing, or also go to that you need to be that, or you need to have that religion or something like that, or you can't look like that, or you're the devil, and that all that type of stuff is so boring, and it's you just get tired of it. I have heard this since I started being goth in the 80s, and you thought by now it should stop, but with internet and all the access to information and everything, but it just goes worse, it feels like. Yeah, SPF 50 is definitely a must. It's a little bit cooler actually today. It was warmer in the beginning of the week because then I was roasting, but it's still hot if you sit protected from the sun, but it's a little cold wind today. Yesterday was cool because it started to rain most of the day, but when it was time for the evening, it started to get hot again. But it's actually now down to a little more level inside, so you can at least survive without having the fan on all the time, even if it goes hotter when the sun comes again. Yeah, and I hope that the Starving can have the big meeting tomorrow too. Not tomorrow. Why do I say tomorrow all the time when it's Friday I'm talking about? Because she couldn't have it last Friday, and I was one of the one that had said yes already. I not counted had said yes, and some more if that was Lady Rowena that had said yes too, but because like Marissa and no, I forgot which other Rouge or someone else couldn't, and that type of thing. So she felt that yeah, a quality Goffy couldn't either, because she is now a grandmom, because she have to go to her daughter, and she just got a baby, so they decided that maybe it's better to do it this week. But I haven't got any mail yet, so I'm not sure how Star Raven is thinking about that one. Or you come down to the Gothenburg area, Marisa. That could be something too. Oh, thank you very much, Bloody Riddle. I think that age is just a number, and you can be an old soul and be very young, and you can be very old and have a very young soul too, or you can be everything. And I think as long as we are interested in something that is similar, and don't judge people that you are too old to do that stuff, or you're too young to be with me, or whatever. So I don't mind talking with people in all type of ages, as long as we know the limits for some things, because sometimes adult things is not suitable for too young people either. Yeah, and that's it. You know, Marissa, I love Gothenburg. That's my favorite time, number one. So Stockholm for me, I can go there. I've been there sometimes. I have actually some friends that too that haven't visited for many years, but Stockholm is a little harder because it's not like you come in there and have some place to be and everything. And if you come with car, it can be a little problematic with all the things, feel insecure, and taking a bus or train can also be a little struggle too, especially when you have done my surgery too, and you know that you need to bring things with you, both something to eat and that type of things. And Countess, I hope your mail. I have some struggle with my mail too, so I don't know if something goes on internet too. So it can be like something like that. I don't always get things like they should either, and that type of things. So it's maybe some glitches in different platforms right now. Yeah, you can add me without problem. Like just if I miss you, so just DM me again. DM often come to this other stuff, but I always look at them first because it's too many people there that I don't know, that I know that it's only there because I'm a goth and I'm a woman in that type of case, and so they want to send that type of messages, and I'm not interested in that type of things. And I think it's sad that we still have that problem everywhere still. And I know that even I follow this drummer from a Gothic rock band here in Sweden. Now forgot the name on them, but he is a transvestite, or what you call it, a crossdresser, and he goes under the name Annette when he's not his male person. And sometimes he's been Annette when they play too, and they have played on Subculture Festival and too, and he also got really nasty DMs too. But it's okay for adding me. You know my name. And if you don't know it, go to some of my old videos and check. You're welcome, Lucky. You're welcome, you're welcome. So, yeah. I think it's a little sad that we still have to deal with that type of things. But the world is strange in many cases. So I guess that's the least problem we have right now, that's still having those. When you see other things that start to take over in many countries, actually, it's not just the US that have that type of problem. You see like other things when they try to take away rights from especially females, or taking away the LGBTQ part too. And I can't really see what they should do for any harm, because you don't harm a person just because you have that type of gender or sexuality or whatever it is, as long as it's legal. And I don't think we should do something illegal just because you like a person of the same gender, or you don't want to be a gender or whatever, because it's up to you what you feel for and how you want to dress and how you want to look like. I don't care. As long as you're a nicer person, that's the most important for me. And sorry if I look strappy. I'm sitting by the window and the blinds are down a bit, but not completely. So maybe I need to have to take a stick a little closer so I don't go stripy. So I can read a little better. You're not on that, Craig. I can understand. We need to sometimes say, it's like me, never had Facebook and never gonna have it either. So I think when people start talking about do you have a Facebook account, that's a no. I never had it, I'm never gonna have it, and I don't care if people think I'm strange, because I have decided that already from start with the principle, because already back then Facebook had some type of I'm not gonna go into that, but I think you probably know what I'm after, because it's now starting to go worse than what I've been reading in some articles and that type of things too, and it's ridiculous. It started to get on different platforms too. Even Instagram started being ridiculous, and I noticed even when I tried to repost some music things that I've seen from others, and suddenly I got this warning that it's blocked in those type of countries from this big company and everything. And so, but I strangely just reposted another person's story or reel. So why are you now blocking that one? It's not mine from start. It's just something I reposted. I think it's ridiculous. Thank you. That makes me happy to hear, because I just see it myself like a small YouTuber. I'm never gonna be able to live on it anyway, and it's not gonna get any money. I'm not sure I'm even gonna get to have it like that status. I could have members. I'm not sure I should want to have it, at least not paying ones. If I should get members, they should probably be for free. But what you see is what you get, even for real. So that's me. And I'm an old person with an even older soul, but feels still very young, and many people don't even believe my age when they meet me in person. But like I said, this maybe depends on who you are, and if you still are you, if you're honest to yourself, do the thing you love and everything like that, then you can still be like a young soul and look a certain way. And what I like when I see, for Instagram example, when I see those reels, go and move it a little backwards again, and still have this light coming strange at me. It looks like I've been head off. when I see those videos with very old people that have tattoos and very extreme outfits, very colorful extreme outfits, and I really, it was me when I see that I can see people that actually are themselves. They are like 80, 90 years old, and they are themselves. They're living their life, and that's how it should be. Ah, that sounds very interesting, Countess. I hope you can get it right in time. Uh, Okay, see you when you're back. Because I know sometimes it's a little hard to do different things if you only use your phone at least. So, is there anything fun going on where you are then? Or something like that? And like I said, I haven't started watching Wednesday yet because we were watching Sandman season 2. Because Trevor thought it was better because we had all the episodes for Sandman season 2. So we decided we watch that instead. And probably we're gonna start watching Wednesday soon because it's still gonna be a bit before you're gonna get the last episodes anyway, because they did this strange thing when they release just a few episodes and then they're gonna release later the others. Ah, fast work, lucky. fast. So yeah, I haven't really decided because how I'm gonna look like if the live gonna be on Friday. I hope I'm ready for it, and this time we should just be us. So I'm not sure because I was so looking forward to have this vampire team and that we've talked about so long, but it come like clowns and everything like that in between. So I was hoping I should be the vampire team this time, but now it was just be you if she haven't changed her mind. But I thought, okay, that could work too. But when you say be you, it's like when I was younger and we should go clubbing, and that was the worst. Because most of the time I was the driver, at least if we should go to Gothenburg, or if we stayed in town, we had often the pre-party at my place, and all my friends came over. And you more time before, you more time I had to change outfit because I wasn't sure what I should have, and it always ended up with the last outfit I tried because then I didn't have more time to change. So that's the most terrible thing. If you don't have a team, I'll be like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear, even if I had a lot of clothes. Um, Jenny. I know where Flen is a bit higher up in the country, so but I haven't swum in any lake for years, so I think it was very long time since that. So hello, Todd. Thanks very much. Lucky I'm gonna check my Instagram when I'm not on the live. You maybe understand that. I feel a little rude if I should log out just for that to see that. But I'm gonna add you as soon as possible, as soon as I see Instagram next time. So be patient with me, so I will accept that too. Looking forward to see posts from you and Mr. James in that case. So what are we gonna talk? Is there something you all want to know about me or something? Like I said, for people that maybe don't know me that well or maybe don't follow me long enough, I live in Sweden. I'm an Eldergoth. I started Big Goth in the 80s already, before I knew the word Goth, because we didn't have internet back then. So it took some time before we got the right label, because all the alternative kids was hanging together, because was our way to defend ourselves towards the mainstream kids. They didn't like us, so it didn't matter if you were a metalhead or a punkhead or whatever. So all people was stick around, and of course we listen to each other's music too. And that's what I say to people when they're afraid. But I do like other type of music too, not just goth. You can listen to more than goth. Don't be afraid for that. Don't be just one box. That's ridiculous. And I actually did a necklace. It's just a simple thing, but I did it with glint in eye. If you want it, I'm gonna keep it. Get it. I'm back. So as you know, if you watch my videos, I've been to Kalmar Castle and I bought this big key. And I now finally put it on the chain. And I was supposed I'm gonna wear it when I had clothes, a certain type of clothes, so you can see a little better. And I was joking about it with Eldergoth that I said for her that I'm gonna do it to a necklace and I'm gonna have it for defending us against gatekeepers, because if I have the key, we don't let the gatekeepers in. That's my type of humor. Hello, girl. And hello, Funny. Symbol of Hecate. So, yeah. I thought this was a really funny thing to do. So I'm gonna see when I'm gonna use it. And I actually did 2 other necklaces. And of course, I had to stick it too close to this distressed top. It was catching the threads. So, and that's what I say to people when I read these type of reviews too, when they complain when I bought this type of clothing. Oh, it's got breaks and everything like that. But if you have holes in the type of distressed areas, of course you're gonna catch things. So you have to be a little careful. Oh, thank you very much, Jenny. Yeah, Story will have a fantastic channel. She is so much bigger than I am, much more professional. I don't see myself that professional, but I do hope people like what I'm posting that and my videos too, because I try to do a little different things just to show that just because you're a goth, you don't have to be just in this strict box and just look a certain way all the time. You can go out without makeup, you can use makeup, you can use crazy colors in your hair, or you can use your ordinary color, or you can add wigs. That is a funny way too. And I'm gonna move it back because this sun is ridiculous today. Sorry. Sorry all. But I just wanted to fit where I don't have to use a ring light all the time, because I think sometimes ring light is not that funny to use. So, and because I don't know how long I've been gonna be here, because it still depends on how long time it's gonna take before Trevor is back. So, and the video that comes up on Saturday is from the zoo in southern part of Sweden. It's in Hör, it's called, and it was on a TV series here in Sweden at least, and then show a lot of things. And I thought, okay, it could be nice because we have a zoo in our town, Borås djurpark. And then we've been to Nordens Ark, or the Nordic Ark, that is on the west coast, more closer to Norway. And there they have a little more rare type of animals that is related to this type of countries mostly. Plus that we've been to Kolmården, that is closer to Stockholm, that is very big and have its fun. And I have film from that, so in all videos we can go back and see that too. And I thought it should be nice to go there. And next week on Saturday is coming a video up from the Haunted Museum that is in this town too. And that was my first visit there, and that was very cool. Yeah, it can be very hard to catch up with everyone. So you just priority, you just watch what you can and everything. I try to support as much as possible, but I already said, for example, for Story, when if there's a gaming video, I'm not gonna watch because I'm not a gamer. So it's not gonna give me that much, and it doesn't matter which YouTuber it is. If they do gaming during that part, I'm not gonna watch. And if they do a video about just vaping or something, I'm not gonna watch because I don't smoke, I don't vape, so, and I don't drink alcohol either. So I'm a very boring person in that type of way. So, but if it's something that catch my attention, like creative stuff and that type of things, and especially SFX makeup, that I really want to do again, because I think that's very fun to do all those authentic wounds and everything. And I would love to go to a place when they do all the things for movies too, with different effects too, because that looks so fun to do. But it's very expensive to even go on those educations too, and I don't know where we can get something closer where I live either. So, but yeah, try to keep up and priority. And look just now and then on someone else. It does just enough to support the channel too. So, or let something go in the background if you just want to give them watch over, for example. I can never be a big YouTuber because I don't have the watch over anyway. I'm so far away from that, so it's ridiculous. So I don't even know how many people you want to have. Either they don't watch my videos full time or just watch my shorts, and that's not gonna be enough. So, and I think shorts is a little harder to do, at least so they're gonna be interesting to watch either, because it's often not just show my outfit for the day or my makeup for the day or whatever. But I try to use music too that is goth or something I like. It's not always goth, of course, but I try to use goth music too at the same time, so I can at least show people that I listen to that type of music. And I think that I'm soon gonna also, when it comes to autumn, and that I'm gonna start make some music recommendation again, even if it's a little hard to show them in a way that I should want to, because all this stupid copyright strikes all the time. And I think it's very hard to talk about the music because I'm not that good as by candlelight that actually can describe music in another type of way. So you need to have a good memory and everything like that, and I don't have it. But I try to at least show different bands and that, and I try to take them from different type of time to if they not existing anymore or very old and still exist or very new band, and then of course from different parts of the world too, so I'm not just in one part. Oh, thank you again. You make me blush when you say that, because I just feel like me. I don't feel special in that type of way. I just try to be me. And I can be very negative too. Believe me, that depends on the persons I meet. So if someone is not nice towards me or treat me in a very bad way, they're gonna have that treatment back for sure. But if people are nice, I can be a very nice person too. And I think the people that met me in real know how I can be, because I'm good at taking people even in real life. I've been working with that type of stuff too, and I was very successful with that type of things too. It's very tiring too when you always in some work things have to do. And I think someone asked me before what I'm doing. I forgot, because not everyone have listened on all the videos or lives. I'm working in a warehouse, and I work mainly most of the times with car parts for 2 different brands. So it can be very heavy, and that is a lot of heavy lifting, and it's a lot of walking. And sometimes I used to have follow up to a roof limit and very high up to pick things too. Oh, lucky. You shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried, because I like your videos too, and you have your genuine things too. And I know that you're burning for like Timothy Burton, and when it comes Nightmare Before Christmas, I do love Nightmare Before Christmas too. So, and I think be just you. Don't care about other things. As long as you're a nice person, and I know you have a good heart too, and everything like that, just be you. Because we have too many people that want to be like some other people, then they want to be rude. If you don't fit in the box, they're gonna start being rude, and they start to comment in a bad way and start giving this negative flow. And I can't really see, why do we have to do that? Why can't we lift up people instead? Because we need to do this world better. And if that just give them an extra smile for a moment, if that helps a person that day, give it a smile. It's not that hard. It's just, you know what I mean. Yeah, and I don't think I ever gonna be something like Star Raven, because she have so much more. She have all the things she need, and she's very more professional. I'm not that professional. I don't think I look extreme enough, and I'm a bit older too. And when you're a bit older, you have to be even more extreme with things for attracting people. Then you have to be like Jane Wilkes, for example, that I love. Very good, even if she don't do videos that much anymore. So I follow her on Instagram, and I think she is Jane Wilkes there. But you need to be so much more extreme to get attention. And I can see the difference between my videos too when I upload. If I upload a lot of hauls, especially from brands that even have people that say you can't buy from them or whatever they say, and they don't even care that I maybe buy thrifted things and that type of thing stuff either. So you see, you can never satisfy people. If they have that attitude from start, you can never satisfy them. But if you can show them your world and show that you don't have to be this just one rule in one box, just limit yourself, do whatever you feel good for, and if you want to show what you're doing for the moment, so show them. That's your life, and it should be like that. And if they are bad people, it's their problem. It's their problem. Well, I can't speak. So, and I think it's a little harder for me too, because I'm not sure how YouTube do when you live in different countries too, because I live in Sweden, I have to work full time too, and that means that I need to go to sleep early to have the energy to go up, because I have my health issues too. I have fibromyalgia and I have thyroid sickness, and I still have other issues too, and I have injured myself at work, so I always wake up with a lot of pain and everything like that, so I don't have that energy. So I do the best of everything, and I can see the difference in my videos too. So when the holes go so much better, but then I try to show something else, and I thought this might people be interested in, and I see, oh, it's not that many people that are looking at them, and then I asked, show a do-it-yourself thing or something, because we want to know, because we want that, but then nobody's watching if you compare with other videos. And then you suddenly had one video that suddenly blow up, and you don't even know why did that one blow up suddenly, because you have done that type of video before. But like I said, I do the videos as long as I find them funny to do, and as long as it gives me something back, I'm gonna continue. But I don't see myself as a big YouTuber at all. I'm just a small one. And I'm just lucky to find all the nice people over here too, even if there is still some rude people too. Do you use foam rollers? What do you mean by that? Not for my hair, if you meant for that. I'm not sure what foam rollers are exactly. So sorry, Fanny. And the reason that I remember your Nick, that I talked to you, that is because my granny's name was Fanny from my father's side. My farmor, that is called in Sweden when it's my dad's mother. Farmor. Far is father, mor is mother, so farmor. So her name was Fanny. No, I don't do much live streams. I think I spoiled people this vacation. I've been off for soon 3 weeks. I think it's the third one this time. I did one last time from Torpa Stenhus, Torpa Stonehouse, Torpa Castle or whatever you should call it. And it was a very windy one, but I don't do that much. I do actually more live when I'm one of the guests on Starhaven Gothic Eternity's channel, because I think if you look during a time period, it's more bigger chance that you're gonna see me as a guest on her channel, but not as my own, because I live with Trevor, that is an Englishman, and we have just our small flat, and it's open solution, so it's not that easy to do those type of things, because he has his life. He can't play music in the background and that type of things, and he's not that that he want to be in pics and videos most of the times. But we did this candy, sweets and chips test, UK vs Sweden. So he decided that he wanted to be in that one, and I'm happy that he wanted to be for a change. No, for your body, no, I don't have it. I have tried a lot of different things, but nothing is working, and my fibromyalgia I actually got from the big car crash 2001, so I actually learned to live that, but the shoulder and my wrist is actually injuries from my work that could have gone really badly that time, but I was lucky that it didn't go worse, so I at least stayed where I was, because I was very high up when that accident happened, and if that gone over the top, I shouldn't probably sit here either. So I see myself as lucky. Ah, Francis. It is a nice name. This sounds little like a French or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not French, but it sounds little like that. Yeah, so myself, call myself for Sanniz because it's the easiest. My real name is Susanna, or a version of Susan. So like someone say, most people his name is Susanne. That is the Swedish version of Susan. But I am named Susanna. That is the original form. Well, she was French. Ah, hello from England. Yes, I had fun in Gothenburg. I always have fun in Gothenburg, and it was an expensive time in Gothenburg this time. But it was also, I bought things for Trevor too for his birthday, the 1st of October, so he's gonna get things. Because I don't know when we're going back to those type of places. We can't visit them all the time. And we need to save up to different things. This time I saved up for us to having at least a great vacation during the weeks we have together. So we at least did something that could create good memories too, and we can feel that we actually did something too. So where in England are you? But I see that you write in Swedish, so, so I understand perfectly. The other people maybe don't understand, but I do understand. So is this something more people want to know? Or want to see on my channel? If you are one that always follow me, is there something special you want me to do? Or something like that? Or Lucky, do you want to do a collab one day? And then we can decide for something and do something together. Maybe have questions or whatever that feels okay-ish for you. Love of Suffolk. I'm a little bad. So is that like in the middle section, or is more north or south? Because eastern side is very long, because that goes, you know, Scotland and everything, if you're gonna take the whole way up. Ah, Yorkshire. Yorkshire, at least I know where it is, because I've been to York and I have been to that type of places, and I've been to Mother Shipton's Cave too, that I can recommend. That was a nice place to go to too, with a bit history. I was very fascinated of that waterfall, I think you can call it, with all the dolls and that been stiff of all the water and everything that been running over. And I was to the Viking Museum in York too, so that was cool. And the sun is ridiculous today. Can we get it to not so oh, we try to get away from the sun all the time. And Bloody Ritual, where are you from? I'm not sure I have asked you before. I have showed Borås too, and I have showed Borås in shorts too, but mainly from the big park in the middle of the town. It's actually not much to show really, because it's a very boring town, it's a mainstream town, and the most things, it's not much to show here really. You have to go to Gothenburg to have a little more exciting life. It's only like a gym, hairdressers, other type of, you know, fixing the visual part of yourself, training, exercise, suntan that I'm definitely not interested in. There's not that many shops in town anymore, and they complain about it, but they're shutting down more and more and move somewhere else, that type of thing. So it's not exactly that much. And when it comes to Halloween, I do my Halloween stuff, but when you live in Sweden, the most Swedes are not interested. So, but my home is Halloween all the time anyway, because that's when I find the best things to decorate with too. From Leeds. The Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, Sisters of Mercy, #1 band for sure. I think Sisters of Mercy was the rabbit hole for me in the 80s when I started that, or some else like The Cure and those ordinary ones that people know. And it maybe started even with the new wave bands and that type of things where you started. I liked the punk music and some of the metal music too, but it was not really me 100%. But then I found those bands, and then it started to go that way, and London After Midnight and so on. Dark wave. I'm not drinking that type of drinks anymore since my surgery either, so I don't drink alcohol, so, but I drink my coffee, so. I don't want to, if people don't know me, I have done, soon 2 years ago, I did a gastric bypass because I had a very bad sleep apnea by the time. I was not heavy enough to get it paid for just my weight, but because I had the bad sleep apnea, I was approved for the free surgery because then I lower the weight, and it actually worked for me. I didn't have to use any CPAP machine anymore, and that's very good to not look like the elephant man when you try to sleep, and it's not direct comfortable either. But that it was that, or maybe stop breathing long enough to maybe die in your sleep, or get something else with health issues too when you don't breathing normally. So when that surgery worked for me, and I also lost a lot of weight, and that is a bonus for me. So they're gone 2 years ago, but because of that surgery, it's a little harder to do things. I can't eat and drink at the same time, and when it comes to alcohol and that type of things, it's very easy that you can be an alcoholic, and you can react very fast on it. You don't have to take that much, and I don't really want to be in that situation, because I know people in my family and background and related to have those issues that they can be very fast that. And I had a sister, I don't have any contact with the rest of my family since my dad died because they're toxic, but I know that I have one younger sister that have done the same surgery, but she started to get problem because she started to drink a lot of wine, and even if it's just wine, you can be an alcoholic. Thank you very much, Countess, and have a nice walk and everything. And big golf hugs to you too. And hello, Mike. That sounds nice. And when you say budgies, it actually remind me about a book I bought latest that is actually with a drummer from Swedish bands that is called Budgie, and he actually got the nickname just because he had budgies. Thank you again, Bloody Rachel. You don't have to say all those nice things all the time. I'm just happy that you enjoy my content, really. That is enough for me. And I hope everyone else do just the same, because that's what it's all about. Must be Sonic. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Jenny. Can you try to explain for someone that is Swedish? If that's some strange short things or meanings that I don't know, because I don't have kids either, so I don't keep up all the time with some of the expressions either that the youngsters have nowadays, especially if they speak English, because English is only my second language. I talk Swedish like my main. I can still remember a bit of the German I was reading in school, and that's nice sometimes when I remember things, but it's not like going out and talk German, because there's a lot of grammar there and it can go so wrong. Yeah, there could be a connection for sure, because he's a really good drummer too, and I actually saw, I think I reposted that on my community tab, because it was Lol Tolhurst that was in The Cure in the beginning of when The Cure started up, and he's also a drummer, and they have this thing in the States, I think they were in a program, and they played together, two different drum sets and everything, and that was really nice to see Budgie and Lol actually do this together, and they looked like they had a really great time too, and they should release some album back then too, so that was there, and they have different artists coming back to was singing on it and that, but they didn't have that much during this live performance, but it was actually nice to see it, because you can see especially Budgie that have his expression too, and I love how he look like and play like in Spellbound. the Sue and the Susans video. That is my favorite video with them spellbound. It's always gonna be the best with them. So it's nice. So yeah, I do like a lot of the old classic goth rock, post-punk type of vibes, and I do like the sense that I know some of the youngsters too, when Susie Sue started to wear ordinary sneakers on stage too now when she's older and performers, and then started to complain over she having that type of shoes on her feet, but she's older, she's gonna stay on the stage and perform. Of course, if your feet don't like platforms and that type of shoes anymore, or peaks or that type of thing, so of course you're gonna use more comfy shoes, and that made it so easy nowadays for me. If I don't want to put on comfy shoes and just want to put it on fun, I just put on my sneakers and go out and say, if Susie can do it, of course I can do it too. So I don't care what people say, I put on my sneakers in that type of case. Oh, lucky, that's hard because I don't know what you have heard really. But what type of gothic and alternative bands? Is it more like goth rock, or is it like a post-punk, or is more dark wave you prefer? Because I can recommend Dark Waves, that is from Spain, Barcelona. So check them out, Dark Waves, very good band. I Am No One is another band, I don't remember where they are from. And of course you have Twin Tribes, that is from US, that is really good. And you got Susie Sabotage, and you got Colux, and yeah, so on. Just depending on what's happening. Dark Wave. I should say, take a look at Dark Waves, that is from Barcelona then, because I do like them a lot. I recognize the Gang of Four, but my memory is like when you are an old person, so it's somewhere in here, but I can't place it. So it's nothing I probably listen to often, but I do listen to a lot of music, and I can be stuck in the 80s with that type of music a lot too, because that's when I grew up, and I think it's nice too. I can jump around like a maniac here, and Trevor goes annoyed when I start singing and dance to that type of music. Not waves, way with a U and an S on the end. Dark ways, like a way, where you go. Ways, dark ways, from Barcelona. If you try to find it, I don't know if to search them here on YouTube, but you should find them if you just put down Dark Waves. And then you have another channel that is good. If you like dark wave music, you can go and check up Midnight Dark Wave too, because they have this more like they do different lists and everything, and it could be their own music, and there could be a lot of other bands too, as long as it's not copyright strikes and that type of things that put something against it. But they do have the Dark Waves music too, so you're welcome. And I think I'm gonna try to do more music after the vacation when I'm gonna start doing content, because I can't do hauls and that. I can't afford to buy things just to show in something. If I buy things, it's actually for me to use. It's not for a content, but if I buy things and I think it could be a good content, I can show people that, I do that like a video. But sometimes I bought thrifted things and haven't shown it everything for them either, and because of the weight loss that came after my surgery, I needed to replace a lot of clothes, and some clothes have been hanging on a little longer, so I still need to go through and be honest to myself which I not can use anymore. And sometimes you don't want to let them go because it's been favorite things. People don't always see everything I have, but I try to interrupt. Of course, I have my favorite items too, and the favorite accessories and the type of things. And yeah, today I don't have directly an ankh on me right now, but yesterday I have a big ankh, and ankh is always gonna be my favorite on my body. And have lots of more meanings for me than just a trend thing too. And about you said I have a muscle, that is more that I have actually a cold shoulder, they call it, on that side, and that was when I was injured. And I even have a whiplash on this side, but that was when the muscle went too long. So I was actually lucky when I got the whiplash when I was much younger, so that one is okay-ish. It's just that if I should do some exercises, something, go to a gym for an example, I can't stretch it after, because when you train, the muscle goes smaller. But for me, that means that my muscle goes to normal length, so I shouldn't stretch in that case. But I don't go to gym, even if I thought about it sometimes. But it's that bit when I work the hours I do, is most people in that I'm not feeling to go there and have this competition with all those people that is there to just look fancy or judge people if you don't have the same shape like they. So is that anything more? I've been sitting here longer than I thought. Trevor said it should be a quick fix. I said already to him another day that when you say 30 minutes on a car, I learned my lesson already like a youngster, because when I was younger, I didn't just do a lot of sports. I had horses, I have dogs, and I also was a lot out in the forest. I was swimming a lot, and when I started getting a little older, I even went on motorcycles, and of course the riding with the horses. So I forgot what I was talking about. That is typical me, and not flow away. That's why I try to think I must have some ADHD or something, because sometimes I can't concentrate all the way, and sometimes something caught my attention outside and everything like that. Now when people started getting home again, so it was a little drama the other day last week because I think something happened in the building next door, and it can't be that good because it was a lot of police and even ambulance, and they were leading out a lady, and the kid that was screaming just before, it didn't sound well, so I think it was something really bad going on there, but I haven't seen anything in the news. So yeah, I was talking about things that I've learned. I learned that already from, now I'm back to the thread. Yeah, I learned that lesson already back in the days when I was the only girl with all the motorcycle guys, and when they should be in the garage and do when the cars or motorcycles, and I said, oh, this is easy work. I learned my lesson that if I didn't want to sit in the garage all night or help them with something there, so it's better to go up, because that's gonna take time. It can take the whole night in that type of case, when they thought it was an easy thing. And the sun is still haunting me. If I was a vampire now, I should be dead. So yeah. So I learned a lesson that when he said it's gonna be an easy fix, it's gonna take time, and he said 30 minutes, and he said, oh, it is gonna take a minimum of 1 hour, I said. So that's why I said I don't know how long this live gonna be, because I only do it because he's away, and when he's coming back I need to latest finish. So it's up to me how long I want to do it for. But that's when I learned that if a guy say that it's a quick fix when it comes to engines and other parts of a car, I know for sure it's not a quick fix. You have to add time, and I guess I have right. If you're not just sitting there and now talking with this person, I don't know. But at least he's been away for much longer, so. Have you tried yoga? I can promise you, if I tried yoga, I should get even more pain, because I should injure myself so much, because I'm the most clumsy person ever. And I'm not sure if that has to do anything with my fibromyalgia or something, but I've always been clumsy when it comes to some things. So when it comes to gymnastic sports, that was not my thing. I was good when it comes to sport with basketball and that type of things. I was very good when it comes to swimming and that type of things, because I was training that type of things too, and other type of ball sports. But when it comes to gymnastics, I usually said I'm like a refrigerator to try to jump over this thing in the sport hall, and that's not going well. So that's the same with yoga. That's not for me. I'm not the best person for that type of things. But I have friends that do yoga, so I know how it is. I have tried to do some stuff, but I realized very fast that it's not for me. It works for some people, but I should just injure myself even more, so I don't do it. I have tried other type of things also, but nothing works. And this thing they said with a cold shoulder. I think I got injured for at least 2 years ago or something. Yeah, it was after my surgery. So it's also on the way to be 2 years since I got it. They said some people gonna have it forever. Some people it goes away, but it can take at least 3-4 years maybe before it disappears if you're lucky. And I cross my fingers it's gonna be, because the worst thing is when I'm sleeping, and that's the worst time because then I got most pain. And it's the same with my eyes. I got something that attacked my vision and even my gum that have to do with my thyroid and other things. So especially my eyes, because they hurt like hell when I wake up. So I wake up very early too, so that's the reason why I'm always tired very easily during the evening too. And things started, I thought I was going to bed already 7 o'clock, but I told her like a comment, no, I don't go that early. If I go that early, that means that I'm gonna be up like 3 a.m. or something. No, but I go early compared with a lot of people. But that is because I go up very early too. That's the reason. And especially when I work, I go up very early. Especially when travel have an earlier shift, because I can't fall asleep again. I'm gonna see if they want something more. I'll talk with some accent now. And I have a skeleton I need to have a new name for. Do you want to see him? He's big. He's very big. And actually one of the few things I already bought that was Halloween things from Sweden. Yeah, but those movements don't help. If the other movements I've done, I have a lot from. I've been to that type of rehabilitation too, and nothing worked. The only thing I realized that is try to move as much as possible, and I have a work that I need to do. It's just thinking not overdo something, but still moving it, so it's not gonna be too stiff either. It's when I lay down and sleep that is the worst thing. I can't do anything about it because I'm sleeping, and if I in some position that my body don't like it, give me more pain, so I can't do much about it. But I'm gonna get my skeleton and see which one I want to have help to get a good name for. I have a Grim Reaper too, but it's the skeleton I need help with. So, this is my little skeleton. Everybody that knows story, we know she have Mr. Bob. And this is my new friend here. And he tries to say hello. He's stiff like me, he clumsy like me, of course. So this little one, we need to get a name too. So if you see this video after it goes re-uploaded, you can please comment on it too, and maybe come with suggestions, so we can try to see if we can give him a name. Of course it's a he, because all my skeletons is a he. Grim Reaper is a he, and of course this one. He might get a makeover later, because I think he look a little too goldish. So Trevor said he's gonna try to help me to change into more black silver. You have to see, but right now he looks like this. And as you can see, he's really big. Clarence. I thought I could get a little more gory name or something, but we have to see. You can put that down in the comment if you can think about something. But yeah, it feels like he has a little meat on his bones too, so he looks a bit skinny. But I guess skeleton are that. Is there someone that are on Instagram that's seen those reels from that bone museum in, I think it's in New York? That is really fascinating. That is the real skeletons, that bones. So I love it. Thank you again. I think I'm gonna try to hang him up again, because it's a bit heavy too, because he's very tall. He's almost as tall as me, so I don't think it's much. I think it's something here and something like here. I'm gonna see. If I stand up here and there, I'm 5'8", so that's the height on him. So a good name for him, please. So with the time for hanging him up, he's very heavy. And he got the hook that I need to put him on. So please help me to give suggestions. Maybe I should do a community tab post about it too, to get some help to give him a great name, because I want him to have a good name, because he have his friend Grim Reaper too. So, and they are guarding the balcony door. So I think if we got the repairmen coming in, because we have the other door is just on the other side, and that's the first thing they see when they enter our flat. So you need to have a good heart here if you're not into this type of stuff with Halloween and goth and that type of things. I think I'm sitting here for a long time now, so I think I'm actually gonna start to see what I'm gonna eat for next time. So I need to start doing some cooking. But I hope you all get a fabulous day, morning, evening, noon, whatever it is. Here is on the way to be evening soon. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Be nice to each other and stay weird and stay safe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Love you all. Goth hugs. Big goth hugs. Bye.